compared to the California sun?
Well, I came straight from Hawaii, which is amazing, and so I've mostly been in the room since I've been here, but I'll be right back out, yeah.
Ready?
Yeah, whenever you guys are ready.
So what's the latest? I mean, you had a great comeback from retirement. I know there was the whole Cejudo thing out there. Do you have any idea what your plans are from here? Have they contacted you about another fight, anything like that?
I've talked a little bit about another fight, but nothing in concrete. Some guys just got scheduled. Song Yadong just got scheduled against Cody Stamen, who's a guy that I'm, coaching and helping out. So I'm excited for that one, and just kind of looking at options right now. I'm trying to have a discussion with the UFC and see kind of what the plan is. There's a lot of interesting things happening at the weight class, so I'm just kind of in a holding pattern, enjoying a break with the family. Was in Hawaii yesterday, flew in for this, flying back to Hawaii, and then I'll be back home.
But you do want to fight again, right? The plan is...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Most likely, but I mean, I don't have to, but I'd like to. I've been itching to fight, to be honest.
At this stage of your career, is it you'll fight as long as they give you names that interest you? You're not just going to fight anyone, right?
Yeah, it's either or. It's either, pay me to fight whoever you want, or I'll just fight people that sound interesting to me. And so, I don't know. I want to talk to Dana about it, to be honest. Sit down with him and say, look, there's a couple ways this could go. I could not fight again. I could fight big fights, or you could pay me a bunch to fight the new up-and-comers that you want to, have me fight. That's the way I look at it. And for me, I don't have to fight. I love fighting. I've been, staying hungry. I'm going to continue to compete regardless. I'm going to do more grappling matches and stay in the gym. Absolutely. So I'll be ready for anything, but no guarantees really.
It's a pretty unique take though, admitting like, hey, they want to build up these young stars, I'll be around to do
Yeah,
this.
that's happened a lot, by the way. Michael McDonald, Ricky Simone. There's a long list of guys that they've tried to do that with me, because at 40 years old, I've been an older guy for a decade now. So, in their minds, but for me, I'm, look good, feel good, live a healthy lifestyle.
Looks like Cejudo is going to fight Joseph Benavidez next at flyweight. Do you think they should do an interim title at bantamweight just because it looks like Cejudo is going to be out for a while?
I don't care about the titles and stuff and interim titles. I don't know. I'm so confused about everything right now.
Right.
Like, I'm like, who's the champion? Is it Colby? Is it Usman? Is it, I'm just like, what's going on? I don't really care about that per se, about interim, but and I don't know. You never know what's going to happen. They say that, Henry's still out. It's a long time till that fight happens. I love Joe Benavidez, so I'd love to see him get his opportunities. He's had opportunities just like me, and I think he's on the same path of at it till the end, he'll be a top dog. So that'd be great, but who knows?
It was mentioned at the Q&A, if someone asked you about the desire, the reason to come back, and you mentioned getting the itch, but how much is the situation at bantamweight a reason? Because it feels wide open. It feels like anyone's game.
Well, I decided to come back before TJ got popped and before other people were injured. It was a personal thing for me. The biggest thing is the landscape. In my opinion, the most exciting part about the sport right now is ESPN, about the global expansion, about the other organizations out there. I don't know. I'm under contract with UFC, but I've heard what organizations are paying across the globe, and the sport is just rising and rising. And I'm a UFC guy. I want to fight in the UFC, but my contract is 4 years old. I like to rehash things and say, look, dude, I like to be a warrior for you, but let's have it make sense.
How many more fights or years are on your contract?
I have 3 fights left.
But you think, you've been away, but you think you'll be able to renegotiate that now instead of waiting?
Maybe. Yeah. Maybe.
That'd be a big factor in you fighting again, is if you're allowed to renegotiate that?
Yeah, probably.
You mentioned grappling. I know you did Kinetic recently. What was that experience like?
That was awesome. So I actually was one of the founders of Kinetic, and I was there as a host and somebody to help run the show. But I didn't get to compete this time. I had done Polaris, I did the Quintet, and then I had done the Submission Underground with Chael when I was retired. I competed against all world-class guys, world champions, Hall of Famers, and I loved it, man. That's what I do for fun and to stay in shape. I'm not like, I like to do stuff that interests me. So staying in shape for me is rolling jiu-jitsu hard, hitting mitts, hold mitts, drilling with the guys. Like that's how I stay in shape.
The promotional side with that show, is that something you want to do more of?
I've got a lot of stuff that I'm doing from a production standpoint. Definitely in the mixed martial arts space for sure, but other things as well. We had our first movie that we produced called Green Fever, and I've got a lot of stuff that we're working on. A TV show called Insight.
I was just going to say, Cody Garbrandt, you're very close with him, a teammate. Any idea when he'll look to return? Because I know we've heard he's had some injuries, and obviously the next fight back is very important.
Cody's at a forced break right now because he did this long rehab, healing himself up, which was really proactive. He was getting in amazing shape and still improving, making money, hustling. You see him, doing things everywhere. And then his first day back, he had done an appearance in Washington and got in with Mike Chiesa and Sam Cecilia and those guys. We have a great relationship with them. He went his first day over there and went and sparred and had a serious injury in his wrist, which is kind of the same as the old injury. So it was really disheartening. He texted me that day, but he's staying positive. And when Cody's firing on all cylinders, there's no one in the world that can hold a match to him.
How about Sage Northcutt? How's he recovering from that last fight?
He's doing good. It's been a strange kind of recovery because it's such a unique injury. He's telling me that he's weighing 165 and he wants to fight 55s again, like I always told him to. And that's his exact word. Just like you always said, Mr. Faber. I should be fighting 155s. He's staying lean and staying really positive, but it's going to be a long journey for him back too, and he's in no rush.
Do you feel like he was kind of done dirty with that opponent selection? Because a lot of people were saying, this guy's too experienced in kickboxing.
I don't want to say done dirty. I think just, that's a new organization in my opinion compared to what's going on here. And Sage is a man of faith. He believes in higher power, but he also believes what people are telling him. He takes things at face value. And he was under the impression that nobody's cutting weight, which was really hard for me to believe. I'm saying I don't think that's the case. He's also, excited about the matchup and this and that. He should not be fighting 185 pounds. He's trying to gain weight as much as he can to get to 183, 184 pounds, when in reality he should be fighting competitively at 155, maybe 170 pounds. So that was, you support your guys, but you don't necessarily get to dictate their whole career, unfortunately, in all cases.
Last question, guys.
Is that a learning experience for him in more ways than one, right? So.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a hard lesson, and it's an exciting time for him also. He's got some time off. He's in a good place in his life where he's enjoying other things, and he's such a sweet kid, man.
I want to get your reaction on this. You mentioned Peter Yan, not interested in fighting him in the cage, but you'd grapple him in Connecticut. He responded to you. He said, "We can grapple after I put a boxing clinic on Urijah Faber." Just want to get your reaction on that.
We're doing a boxing match?
That's what Peter wants.
Let's do a boxing match, then we'll do a jiu-jitsu match. See how it goes. I box with some tough guys. I mean, I know he's got some boxing pedigree. I've been boxing since I started fighting professionally. That was 2003. So that's 13 years. I can box too. I'm not scared, homie, but let's get your rating up first, and then we'll go from there. I'll do both those though, and he can come train at my gym too.
Thanks, guys. Thank you.